Do you suffer from painful elbows, maybe elbow tendonitis, stiff wrist, or a weak grip? What if I could show you a great forearm massage that could stop that pain within 30 minutes to an hour? Would you be interested? Well, subscribe down below, ring the bell, and leave me comments at the end of this video. But for now, stay tuned and I'll teach you that massage. Welcome back to the Muscle Repair Shop. My name is Butch Phelps. I'm a functional massage therapist, and today we're going to talk about the forearms. Yeah, the forearms, they don't get a lot of chatter, but the forearms control the hand and all the movements that you do. And what's important about this is that once you understand how to soften the muscles in here, now the hand starts to work better, but most importantly, the pain in your elbow, the stiffness in your wrist, the weakness of your grip can change just like that. So let's get started. So what's in here? So when you look at a human forearm from the elbow down to the tips of your fingers, you're looking at about 26 muscles there. Now, in those muscles, you have 5 of them. You'll feel a little knot right up here on your elbow. In case you can't see it, let me get a little closer. It's right up there on your elbow. There's 5 muscles that attach there, run the length of your arm down to your fingertips, and they allow you to open your hand just like that. On the bottom side, you'll feel another knot there, which is called an epicondyle. 5 muscles attach here, come underneath through the carpal tunnel. I know you've heard that term before. And that allows your hands to grip so that you can hold on to things or make a fist. Now on top of that, in this part of your arm, there are 2 bones in here that as I rotate my hand, these 2 bones have to be able to rotate, and there's muscles in between those 2 bones. When all of these muscles are tight, it makes it very difficult, A, to rotate, which can wind up with wrist pain. Very difficult to hold on to things, making you feel like you have a weak grip even though you're working out every day. And on top of that, you can get pain up in the elbow known as elbow tendonitis, or the common ones are tennis elbow, golfer's elbow kind of thing. Now we'll see many people who wear bands around their arms. They'll put lotions and liniments on their arms as well. You'll see people with braces on their wrists. Some of them even go through carpal tunnel surgery for it. But the thing is that if you can keep these muscles soft, what will happen is that you'll see most of this pain, if not all of it, totally disappear. I've had people who've had even injections in their elbow come in, and within 30 minutes to an hour, the pain would have disappeared. And when they keep doing the massages on a daily basis, it never returns. It's not a miracle, it's just understanding how the body works. And so when you look at these things, and people will have this happen to them. Everybody has it happen to them, actually. Let me be clear about that. And why is that true? Because we all use these hands to pick up things, right? So we pick up things, we hold on to steering wheels, we write with pens and pencils, we type on computers, we play sports, we're grabbing rackets and clubs, or even combing our hair. We grab a brush and we're combing our hair. So every one of us suffers from this issue here in the forearm. Now I know what you're going to say, and this is what most people say to me every day when I talk to them. But I don't feel any pain there. The pain is in my elbow, the pain is in my wrist. And that is true. That is exactly where the pain is. The problem is that these muscles are attaching here, coming through, and actually affecting this entire part of your arm. And so to be able to take your hand and be able to work in here and soften this up is going to make all the difference in the world. Now, for most people, when I talk about how do you massage yourself, they think they have to really dig in because their belief is that their muscles are angry with them and somehow their muscles are fighting back, and I'm going to teach these guys how to straighten out and be soft. You're doing nothing but just creating more hard muscles. And from a therapist standpoint, they damage their thumbs, and that's why many of them will wind up retiring early, because their hands go out. They get tired, they get worn out after 3 or 4 or 5 people a day. The thing is that as you're working in here, it's not about I'm going to push this out, because what we want to think about is when you have a hard muscle, that hard muscle is coming from use, it can come from thoughts, and it can come from feelings. If you're feeling stressed or anxious or whatever, you may find yourself holding on to things very tight, and when you do, this muscle will contract and get harder. Just like lifting weights will cause this muscle to get harder. When you're writing with a pen, it'll cause this muscle to get harder. When you're typing on a keyboard, this will get harder. So this becomes a daily, and in my case, 3 or 4 times a day activity that you should do every day to keep this soft so that you can easily feel the 2 middle bones. Now, for most people, they have what I call Popeye forearms. Their forearms have gotten so big, and especially if they're working out all the time, their forearms have gotten so hard and so big, it's like grabbing hold of a tree trunk. That is not where you want to be. You are 70% water. If your muscles are hard like that, you're like an ice cube with 2 little legs. And who wants that? That can't be good for you, right? So if I need these bones to be able to move with the muscles have to be pliable enough and flexible enough that they can actually rotate the bones for me so that I don't squeeze out the synovial fluid in my wrist, which is like a WD-40 that the body puts in, or in my elbow. And when those things happen, now I can easily, through lubrication, move my wrist, move my elbow without pain. When it comes to the grip in your hand, if the muscles up here are tight, when I try to contract these muscles to close my hand, this prevents the fingers from coming down because it's so tight, and therefore when I grab a hold of something, I feel like I can't grip it as well as I'm supposed to. And so it's not a problem with the hand, it's a problem with the forearm. And that's the thing you want to keep in mind. So let's get started with the massage. When can you do it? Where could you do it? How often could you do it is a typical set of questions that I get. When you do it should be every single day. Where can you do it? Any place, anywhere, anytime. So I use my hands every day. So let me use me as an example. When I go home, on my way home, I'll go through about 7 or 8 traffic lights. When I get caught by a light and it's red, I will sit there and I will work on my forearms as I'm sitting in my car. And by the time, if I'm lucky enough, I'll get stopped 4 or 5 times. By the time I get home, both arms are nice and soft and I can go on about my business. If I'm lucky and all the lights are green and I can't stop, then when I go home and I'm talking to my wife or I'm sitting still kind of resting for the end of the day, I will sit there and do it on my forearms as well. In fact, a cute story, I was speaking in front of about 100 people one night, and as the guy was asking me questions, I was working on my forearm, and he finally said, you know, I hear what you're saying about the stretching, but I just don't have the time every day to take an hour out and stretch. And I laughed and I said, so do I. That's why I'm working on mine now as you're talking, you see. And so the point is that I want you to make these stretches a habit in your daily life so that it's not something that you seriously have to spend time with aside from what you're already doing. So let's get into the massage. So we're going to start here with my right arm. So I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to wrap it around my arm this way so that my thumb is resting here. Let me get a little closer here so you can see. You don't need to see my face here. So it looks like that as I'm moving, it looks like I'm pushing my thumb up. But what I'm doing, if you notice this hand here, is that as I push in, I rotate with the hand, and you see how the muscles start to move there. Now, I don't want to just do this kind of thing. I don't want to do this kind of, that does nothing. It might feel good for the moment, but that does nothing. So what you want is that as you're here and you start to press in, stop thinking about everything else in your life but this forearm. Think about this muscle and what you're feeling. Breathe out and just allow the muscle to relax and let go. Remember, the brain controls that tension in that muscle, you see. And you work your way all the way down. Just like what I'm doing, but take your time. Feel it. That's all you have to do. Feel it, and you can work through this all the way down your forearm. Now, there's a wide swath here of muscle, so you could come up here a little bit higher. Come down. And see, again, I'm rotating my right hand here as I'm working my way down. And then I can come a little bit lower, coming down, you see. And as I start to work here, you can start to feel the muscles getting softer. Now, sometimes if you press in too hard, this will feel like somebody stabbed you with a knife. Back off a little bit. Because if you put that too much pain in there, the brain's going to contract the muscle in the fight or flight, and that's going to cause the muscle to contract. We don't want to do that. We want these forearms to be soft. Now, the funny thing that you'll find out is that as you start to work in here, working down your arm, you'll think, oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was this sore. That's usually the reaction that I get. But as you work all the way down your forearm here, down to the wrist itself, you see. Now, you have 5 on the underneath side, so now we're going to turn the arm upside down. Now I'm going to work from in here, but you notice I'm still rotating my right arm. All I'm doing with my left thumb is just pressing in so that my brain knows right where to go. And then again, see, I can come up a little bit higher, I can come a little bit lower, and I'm working all throughout my forearm here, making my forearm as soft as I can so that I can easily feel the 2 bones here. That's important, all right? And so I would do this, I would probably run through this if it's really tight, 2-3 times each time you do it, and then go about your business, and then 3, 4, 5 hours later, do it again. And that's going to cause these muscles here to stay soft. Now, there are a couple of stretches that you can do here with this, and one is make a light fist, not a hard fist like you're going to hit somebody, but a light fist. In this case, this is my right arm, so I'm taking my left hand, and I'm gently pulling my wrist down, and where you'll feel that stretch is going to be right into here. And so you breathe out, hold this for about 5 seconds, release, and repeat that 10 times. Now, the 5 seconds is to prevent the stretch reflex from kicking in, all right? And the 10 times is really letting the brain see, I can do this and I didn't die from it. But what you'll notice as you do this each time is that the wrist will bend a little more and a little more and a little more till you get to the point that you're at 90 degrees here. That works the muscles all along the top part of your forearm here. For the bottom part, there's a couple of things you can do. You can take your hand, come into here just like that, and you can fold it this way, like that, okay? Again, 5-second hold, and repeat that 10 times. If you don't have the positioning to do that, you can sit in a chair or stand up, take your hands, and you see I've got my fingers mirroring each other. Take your hands, 5-second hold, rotate back and forth. Or you could actually get on the table, turn your hands backwards this way, lean into it, and you'll feel the stretch up and down in here. And then that's 3 different ways that you can stretch that, which is really important to keep these opened up and keep them free. Now the thing is that as you're able to rotate this hand and keep it free, what you'll notice is you'll have better grip strength. That elbow tendonitis will stop up here, and the joint here at the wrist, there's 5 carpal bones. You allow the synovial fluid to fill into here, and then the movement of this hand and this wrist becomes much easier. Many times people will think what's going on with their wrist is arthritis, and in some cases it could be, but in a lot of cases it's actually not. Same thing with carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel is these muscles here are getting tight, and it's showing up by pressing in that median nerve. I've seen many people with carpal tunnel symptoms. When they start loosening this up, those symptoms start to disappear and go away. It's worth trying. So if you enjoy what you just listened to, please subscribe down below. Ring the bell so you can see the next video when it comes out next week. And as always, don't forget to leave comments. I love it when people leave me comments so that I get to know what's going on with you. Is there any way I can help you with additional information? And for now, see ya.